This is great, you guys. Really badass. Really great.
It's a collaboration when you're making a movie, especially when you're designing these kinds of characters. So the studio has a point of view, and other producers have a point of view, and the costume designer has a point of view, and the actor has a point of view. So we went through quite a series of ideas. Is Daredevil traditional? Is he completely untraditional? There was a conversation at one point, maybe he's a guy who just wears a sweatshirt and jeans and he's just, on the street as a vigilante thug. Obviously, Mark was ready to pull his hair out, but he had to go through this process because everybody had to download their ideas.
By the end, there were people screaming about why are there wrinkles? Why doesn't he have a thick neck? Why isn't it redder? Why aren't the horns bigger? For somebody who supposedly is the man without fear, there was an awful lot of frightened people around.
I would say realistically we spent about 7 or 8 months going through it. Ultimately, for the good of the movie, and I know Mark is happy about it, ultimately everybody realized that the traditional look of Daredevil had to be maintained.
That's the original location photograph. I'm just going to quickly show you how this painting started out.
This is the model of the downtown section, the historic section of downtown LA that's being mocked up for Daredevil for Hell's Kitchen. So this is going to play as New York City Hell's Kitchen. And what we've done is we've added water towers, what we've been using between Broadway and Spring Street of downtown Los Angeles and 5th and 6th. And we've added water towers because there aren't a lot of water towers here in Los Angeles, as we know, so we had to sort of mock up the skylines to make it look like downtown New York.
I'm working on a rooftop scene that is going to be built actually on stage, and it's where a fight sequence takes place with Daredevil. And the way we went about this is we built it in just rough shapes in a 3D program called Strata under Kirk Petruccelli's direction, along with Mark Steven Johnson. The black is representing what we've got to use and fill as a backing. And what you see in these rough gray shapes is what's going to be built on set. And that's the shot.
Zoom in on Daredevil walking down the stairs very menacingly.
Speed. Ready? And action.
Here's the reality of the situation. We started this with a 61-day first unit schedule and a 28-day second unit schedule. It's not realistic when you have performance and when you have actors doing stunts that you're going to get a first unit done in 61 days.
For me, especially, I'm already struggling because I've never made a movie this size. They wanted everything, but they didn't want to give us the days. And so what would happen is we would just get days as we needed them as we went, but with always that kind of pressure and threat of you're going over what was an unrealistic schedule to begin with.
3, 2, 1, swing!
Well, I play Jose Quesada, and he is this sleazy, slimy, greasy, suave, sort of, I want to say horrible other bad words, but, we'll keep it PG anyway.
I said, what do you want?
And I do some horrible thing to some woman, and, my relatives have to see me do these things. It's not easy. But he's the first to go. It's probably going to be my most glorious death.
I played a photojournalist in a movie called The Mean Season with Kurt Russell and Andy Garcia, Mariel Hemingway, 1983. And actually Gary Foster, the producer of this movie, his father, David Foster, produced The Mean Season. And Gary was a second PA first. It was actually not even a second, he was a PA. We all know what PAs do. PAs work very hard, get very little, and get all the blame when they screw up.
Got it.
Kind of a single till here. You know what I'm saying?
It's very tight. So, give it small. Okay. Good. Ready and action.
I spent all of last year learning to fight, learning just the smallest bit of how to perform martial arts for the camera. Immediately I knew that I wanted to train with whoever they would have training Ben for this movie, and in this case it was Master Chen Yan and his wire team from Hong Kong. And also, so that was actually my absolute initial first response was, oh, how fun to do these fights and work with somebody great and work really hard and be focused on just fighting.
And action. Why don't you tell me what you do like? We'll start there.
Chen Yan is here, who did Charlie's Angels, and who just finished working with his brother on Matrix. And they're here to incorporate a little bit of their ideas.
这个就是他们练的时候呢，我都怀疑他们会有没有这个练不练得成。可是练下来了，他们还很容易那个上手啊，也是蛮聪明的。
Wiser, huh? Great. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it.
Jennifer, you're hooked up.
I feel that I'm There we go. Okay, Shed, go ahead and just shoot.
预备，1、2、3。
You gave up on me, Pommy.
I did not.
Shrieked in terror.
1、2、3。
Don't burst into laughter.
We were pretty serious about this fight, and actually, we did every bit of it. The stunt doubles didn't step in, even for an insert. It's all us. Every last flip and kick and every bruise that went along with it.
Yeah, how do you feel? I want to do a flip. I'm ready to go.
You know, wearing the wire rig sort of feels like you'll never be able to have children in the future. It holds you up. You're holding your whole body weight essentially by your sort of waist and between your legs and your inner thighs, and it cinches you in there, and it's great because, you know, adoption is a route that I am okay with, you know, and I've thought about. So that's where this picture leaves me.
Hey Ben, everything on that one was perfect. Just the arms split up like this as you were landing. That's the only thing I'm saying. Okay, come on. Cut. You don't want to break? No, let's just go. Okay.